What's going on, knuckleheads? We're getting ready to go for a ride. And if you can see, well, not that, but not this, but that right there is not Morticia. That obviously ain't Morticia. That's a 2007 Yamaha. But we've got a 2018 Street Glide in the garage right now. Not mine. Let's talk about it. So, as I was saying, this is a 2018 Street Glide. I don't even know what the name of the color is. And this thing is pretty well bone stock. The only thing it's got done is a set of saddlebag crash bars and a Vision X headlight, I believe is what it is. But my bike has been at the dealership for 3 weeks now, I think. It was going into limp mode, throwing engine codes that you couldn't see. You know, you go to check the codes, and it would say there's 12 codes. Well, it never said 12, but it'd say there's, call it 7 codes, but it'd only show you 3, or it wouldn't show you any if it said there was 3. So, but it's been at the dealership for 3 weeks. So, it going into limp mode, and it took me, this ride usually takes me maybe 45 minutes to get to the dealer. And it took me an hour just to get to where my wife works at. And that's on this side of the town that the dealership is in. So let's jump there and pick up the bike. Well, so we are headed home from the dealership. I didn't film any while I was there. I'm not that type of person to stick a camera in somebody else's face, unless they're also doing the YouTube thing. But as you may be able to see, well, there, we're on a brand new bike. And hey, we just got the first big bud splatter. That may even got you guys. Here, let's get rid of this. There we go. It's got a little bit on the secondary screen. It's fine. If you think Big Harley is not listening, you're wrong. They may not be listening to a guy like me on the YouTube. Definitely not watching me. But they are listening. At least to your dealers. Or at least to my dealer. This bike has 62 miles on it now. I did a test ride yesterday. It had 36 on it. But Harley is listening. I bought this bike yesterday. I basically traded in mine yesterday, and I was taking a hit, pretty good size hit. I was going to end up financing for a longer term than I wanted to get my payment where I needed it to be. But Harley, you know, the owner of my dealer, the GM of my dealer, one of them is pretty good friends with like the head lady in charge of warranty. I know her name, I know her first name at least, but I'm not going to put that out there. It's not my position. But they sent her an email yesterday, and to a few other people, and they really got the ball rolling on this. They called today, and they called me today about noon, or 2, somewhere in that area, and let me know that they were washing our deal from yesterday and they were taking the loan that I currently had and just putting this VIN number on it. I don't know if we're restarting the loan or if what I owed from my 24 is going on this 25 and that's it. And I've got all of my parts. I got my bars, my phone mount, my Advanblack crash bars, front and rear. I got my exhaust, my stage 2 audio. Anything that I had put on this bike, we got. Oh, my tour pack, which y'all can't see because it's behind me. I got it all. Now, if Advanblack's watching and wants to send me a brilliant red tour pack, I'd take it. But honestly, the black doesn't look half bad. But I think the brilliant red tour pack would probably look even better. This bike is gorgeous. I didn't know how well the red windshield and the red on the crash bars was going to work with the brilliant red, but it works perfect. I got butterflies when I seen this bike. This thing is freaking gorgeous. I'll insert a picture without the tour pack on it right here. Or it may even be the thumbnail. I'm not really sure. I was sick to my stomach with the deal that I made yesterday. I had to stretch it out farther than I wanted to. To get my payment where I needed it to be, and I had to have a bike. I had for Sturgis in less than 12 days. You'll see this video before then. Or less than 13 days now, I think is what it is. Just over 12. Oh yeah, don't use cruise just yet. Need to vary the RPMs and all that hoopla they have to do with a brand new bike. Again, this is a 25 Road Glide in brilliant red. But yes, Big Harley is listening, at least to your dealerships. They not be listening to the individual. And it may have just been because the owner of the dealer is on a first name basis with the main gal in charge of quality, or in charge of warranty, not quality. But yeah, I got a hell of a deal on Morticia, but obviously this is a better deal than that even. I'm still a little shaken over this. Hopefully they don't fuck around and rain on us. 'Cause I don't have my wet weather gear. I had it in the loaner bike. I took it out before I left the house. Oh man, I'm let's. Oh wow. But as I was saying, on my 24, on Morticia, the Black Road Glide, we were going into lit mode. It would do it at the weirdest times. I'd be going straight down the road, smooth road, and it just fall into limp mode. I would be cruising along and let out the throttle, it would go into limp mode. I'd hit a bump and it'd go into limp mode. The general manager was riding my bike to get it to mess up, and he would use the right turn signal, and it would go into limp mode. So it was doing it at the weirdest times. There has to be something in the ECM or in the backbone, or there's roughly 3 miles worth of wire on these bikes. So the problem could have been anywhere. But we gotta stay below the. I think we gotta stay below the 3,000, 3,500 mark maybe. It doesn't look like rain, but it kind of feels like rain. It really dropped in temperature here just a little bit. Sorry, it's too hot to have my visor all the way down, so you all are probably getting quite a bit of wind noise. See, yeah, honestly, I don't know what to say. But I talked about it on a live at one point. Before I hit the 1,000-mile mark, around about the 800, I had the same issue with it going into limp mode. Well, it turns out I'd pinched a wire, putting on either the heated grips or the handlebars. I think it was the heated grips because it didn't do it till after that. Yeah, so I pinched a wire. They found it. It cost me $300 and some odd to get it fixed. That was my fault. I'll own up to that one. But Harley really stood behind it with this issue and them not being able to figure it out. But I have got to get 1,000 miles on this bike in less than 11 days. Shouldn't be hard. I don't know where we're riding tomorrow, but we're going somewhere. Well, that depends on the rain, I guess. It's supposed to start raining in 13 hours according to Apple weather. Now let's just get home. I'm going to turn this camera off and just ride. Hey, Bambi. So we've made it home with our 2025 Rogue Glide in brilliant red. God damn, that summit just looks fucking good. The black tour pack doesn't look horrible on it because of the black accents, but I'm just trying to imagine what it would look like with the brilliant red tour pack. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I upload. I'll see you guys in the next one.